This is Ponder Darling My Busted Heart, and this is a video about the final discard. And I've seen a lot of differing opinion about the final discard. Some people say that narcissists never completely discard. And then I see other ones where they're like, yeah, they just, they'll discard you and they'll treat you like you don't exist, like you're dead. I have, spoken with a bunch of different people who are like, oh yeah, eventually he's gonna show back up. And I have come to realize today that that's not going to happen. He's not ever coming back. He's never going to show back up. He's never going to, which is really shocking, because I took care of him. I kept him alive. I completely supported him. I spoon fed him. So, yes, I'm a human being and I make mistakes, and, I had times where I became insecure, because that's what happens when you're with a narcissist, and all they do is suck the life out of you, and they never ever give you back anywhere near what you've given them, because that's their MO, is they just take. They take everything they can from you, and then when you don't have anything more to give them, that's when they give you the final discard. I mean, he took everything from me, and he just, I guess the people that were closest to him that told me a long time ago that he's not capable of loving anyone, I guess they were right. It's really sad, and it's very confusing, I think, for people who are not narcissists, who actually care about people and have feelings for people. It's very, very hard to process it. It certainly has been super difficult for me to process it, especially with somebody like Jefferson, who's kind of I guess they call them like a covert narcissist, an altruistic narcissist. I mean, he was always, kind of like affable and goofy, and there was a lot of, traits of like the typical narcissist that he didn't really display. So I never really knew, I always thought he was cluster B. Like he was somewhere in cluster B, probably BPD, but I am really now have to be 100% sure that he is a narcissist, because people with BPD, they do not do a final discard generally. They have abandonment issues and they don't want to lose people, and only narcissists and sociopaths and psychopaths will throw people away like they're garbage and just move on, like those people don't even matter. And I know for myself, I could never ever throw away somebody who kept me alive for a year, who supported me for a year. I would feel tremendous gut-wrenching guilt about it if I had to walk away from them, and it would take a lot for me to walk away from them. A lot. It would take years, if ever. And I think that's that's what pretty much a normal person would do if they were with somebody who cared for them to the extent that I cared for Jefferson. They would not be able to walk away. And the fact that it's been so eerily easy for him to just act like I don't even exist. Yeah. I've just experienced the final discard. Woo woo! Yay me! But in some ways it's good. It's closure. All my, I would wonder, and I, sometimes I would feel really bad about some of the things that I've said on this channel. Like, oh, maybe that, that was not a fair thing to say. Maybe he's not, but I gave him this golden opportunity to prove to me that he is not a narcissist. And what he did was he took that opportunity and it proved to me that he was. So, it's very sad. I mean, I think I am, blessed to, have dodged a bullet, but, I feel very sad for people who can't have no capacity to love somebody who has cared so much for them and given them such a beautiful life. It's so sad. But, I've learned huge lessons in this, and I am so grateful to the universe for the lessons that I learned, because, it's gotten me to the point where I'm like, this is the last time. I'm not gonna do this anymore. So that's what I gotta say today. Thanks.